So far, my calisthenics results are pretty advanced, doing more than 40 pull-ups and 15 muscle-ups in one go. But it wasn't always the case, and most of my trainings were actually spent doing the wrong things. So I thought I might share with you a few insights I have so you don't make the same mistakes which just stalls the progress and takes out all the fun in training. So here are 5 tips I wish someone told me when I started to train. Tip number 1, get strong with your own body weight. A lot of people tell you get to 12 or 15 pull-ups to get the first muscle up, but what they don't tell you is that this is just the bare minimum and you don't want to be there. You don't want to get to the minimum requirements before you advance to another exercise. I mean, of course, you can give it a go in a training, but it shouldn't be a staple part of your training if you're not ready for it. What you want to do instead is to cultivate the basics. You want to get stronger with your own body weight, being comfortable lifting it a lot of times before you get tired. So strength isn't going to be the limiting factor before you advance to more advanced exercises like the muscle up or the weighted pull-ups. So you want to get more comfortable at lifting your own body weight, whether it's for pull-ups, dips, push-ups, or even muscle-ups. Remember to stay patient and not rush the process because the end goal is longevity. Once you get strong with your own body weight, you want to get even stronger than that so that strength does not even become a limiting factor for more advanced exercises like explosive pull-ups or muscle-ups. And that leads us to tip number 2, get strong with weights. Now, before you skip this part because you might already train with weights, you want to make sure that most of your trainings are dedicated to strength rather than hypertrophy. What most people do is they take a moderate amount of weight and perform it for failure for about 8 to 10 reps, which does not lead to more strength gains over time rather than taking even a heavier weight but lowering the amount of reps and getting farther from failure, which means not only you lift a heavier weight, you create less fatigue and perform the movement with a better quality. And that really puts an emphasis on strength gains rather than endurance or hypertrophy, which will come later on. And once you get strong lifting your own body weight and your own body weight with additional weight, you basically finish the chapter of strength limitations because you've already built all of your strength foundations, so you can advance to more advanced exercises like the muscle-ups or explosive pull-ups without strength being the limiting factor. Tip number 3, start every session with explosive reps. Now this is very important because explosive reps does not contribute too much to fatigue. Now this tip is very important and I wish someone told me that earlier because explosive reps are one of the best things you can do in the beginning of your training. Not only to warm up the body and the nervous system to perform better on other exercises later on in the training, they also don't contribute to fatigue that is very easily recoverable, so you can easily pair that with other types of training. Now you don't want to push too hard because it's a warm-up, and if you push too hard on explosive reps, which are very high intensity, it could contribute to fatigue that would ruin later on in training. So keep it as low as 2 to 3 sets at the beginning of your training, taking a sufficient amount of rest of about 1.5 to 2 minutes of rest between each set, and make sure that the speed of each rep is identical. And if we've already covered what to do in the beginning of the training, that leads us to tip number 4 of what to do in the end of the training. Tip number 4 is end every training with low intensity volume. Now, this is also very important because low intensity volume also does not lead up to much fatigue. So you can easily pair it after your main session, leading up to more total accumulated volume without total accumulated fatigue. So you can recover almost the same time, but with more volume. Now, a great thing about low intensity training is that it helps you learn the right mechanics of the movement and contributes to a better body awareness and many other factors that are so helpful to endurance and to your bodyweight training in general. I've also made a video about low intensity training. If you want to watch it, you can click up here. And last but not least, tip number 5 is opt for volume increase rather than intensity increase. The main problem I had on most of my trainings that I've done wrong is training with high intensity but with very low volume. And when you opt for more endurance type goals, like doing more pull-ups or more muscle-ups, you want to have more volume, which is basically exposing your body more often to the movement. And increasing intensity, like adding another high rep set to failure or doing more weighted pull-ups or weighted dips, just contributes to more fatigue without too much to strength gains, because you don't need more volume to get stronger, but what you actually need is intensity. However, you need more volume to get better in your endurance. And it's even more important once you've mastered the strength part, where you're already strong with your own body weight and already strong with weighted reps. So the progressive overload principle applies now more to volume increase rather than intensity increase. Now, while all of these 5 tips are just the tip of the iceberg, they are the very main things that most people get wrong in their training, and I used to make them wrong for years until I've realized what I've did. So I don't want you to make the same mistakes as I did. Now, if you liked the video, press the like button and subscribe for more content like this to help you get better in your bodyweight training. If you have any comments, comment down below. I see all the comments, so I won't miss yours. And if you want to work one-on-one with me towards your goals in bodyweight training, there is a link to application below. You can click it and I'll see you there. So have a great day and see you in the next one. Ciao.